Last time we studied about the parts of the sentence. We studied the subject and the predicate. So today we're going to study the uses of nouns in the nominative case. So you have to remember that the sentence has the subject and the predicate. And in this particular lesson, the focus would be the subject part of the sentence in order to understand the uses of nouns in the nominative case. The uses of nouns in the nominative case focus on the subject part of the sentence. In this lesson, we're going to tackle the three uses of nouns in the nominative case. We're going to tackle the noun used as subject, the noun used as appositive, and the noun used as predicate nominative. So there are many uses of nouns in the nominative case, but in this lesson, we will tackle only three. So again, we have the subject, then we have the appositive, and we have the predicate nominative. So I'm going to discuss first the subject and the predicate nominative. Then after we have understood the subject together with the predicate nominative, we will discuss the appositive. So in this sentence, Dr. Fe del Mundo is the inventor of the incubator. So what is the noun used as subject here? The noun used as subject in this sentence is Dr. Fe del Mundo. So we are talking about Dr. Fe del Mundo. So this is the noun used as subject. Okay. It is also the subject part because that is what we're talking about. Okay. So dividing the sentence into two, let me just divide the sentence into two first. So this is the subject part. Okay. After Dr. Fe del Mundo, I put a slash because the linking verb begins the predicate part. So this is the predicate part. Okay. So in this sentence, we have a predicate nominative. Okay. And the predicate nominative is the noun inventor. Okay. So the predicate nominative explains or adds information to the subject. Okay, but it is found in the predicate part. Okay, so this noun is the same as the subject, except that, okay, so it is found in the predicate part. Other books define the predicate nominative as the one that renames the subject, except that it renames the subject in the predicate part. Okay, so because we have the predicate nominative, this is your predicate nominative, in the predicate part of the sentence. Okay, so the whole thing here, okay, is your predicate of the sentence. Okay, so this part over here is your subject. So the noun used as subject is found in the subject part. So this one is the subject. This is what we're talking about. Okay, the predicate part explains that the noun inventor, okay, is Dr. Fe del Mundo. Okay, and Dr. Fe del Mundo being the subject, okay, is also the inventor according to or as explained by the predicate part of the sentence. Okay, so in this sentence, we have the noun used as subject and we have the noun used as the predicate nominative. So even if, okay, this noun used as predicate nominative, okay, is found in the predicate part, okay, it refers back, okay, it refers back to the subject. Okay, so it renames the subject, or it is the subject. Okay, so the inventor is Dr. Fred Del Mundo, and Dr. Fred Del Mundo is also the inventor. Okay, so let me write another sentence, okay, having more or less the same parts and the same nouns, but we will explain the appositive. All right. So if you're going to look at the sentence, the second sentence, written in black ink, Dr. Pedro Mundo, the inventor of the incubator, is a pediatrician. So going back to the first sentence, we have the subject. Yes, we have the same subject. Okay, it still is um, Dr. Pedro Mundo. This is our subject. That is the topic of the sentence, okay? And the whole thing over here, beginning with Dr. Fred Mundo, all right, up to here, okay, is the inventor of the incubator. Over here is what you call your complete subject. Okay, so this is our complete subject. Notice that after the word incubator, you have the linking verb is over here. You have the linking verb is over here. Okay. So this whole part over here is a pediatrician. Okay, is what you call your complete predicate. All right. So your subject, Dr. Mundo, is renamed, okay, by this word or noun, by this noun, okay, by this noun, inventor. Okay. So Dr. Pedro Mundo is the okay, the inventor of the incubator. Okay, so inventor goes back to the subject, this one. So the word inventor or the noun inventor is now used as your appositive. Appositive to the subject. Okay? So this appositive to the subject, okay, is found in the subject part of the sentence. Okay? So this one renames the subject as well. So the inventor and Dr. Pedro Mundo are both nouns, okay, that mean the same thing. So Dr. Pedro Mundo is the inventor, and the inventor is Dr. Pedro Mundo. Okay, this appositive is usually, but not always, set apart by commas. Notice that there's a comma after the subject, okay, to introduce the noun as the appositive. Okay, now moving on, there is still another noun that is found after the linking verb is in the predicate part. Okay, this noun, pediatrician, is a kind of doctor. The pediatrician means the doctor for children, or the doctor who specializes in treating children. Okay, so pediatrician over here is now your predicate nominative. Okay, why? Because it renames the subject. So if it renames the subject, okay, it's also the same as the, or referring to the appositive, because the appositive is also the appositive to the subject. Okay, so since the word pediatrician is found in the predicate part of the sentence, just like in the first sentence, inventor is found in the predicate part of the sentence, but this pediatrician, okay, refers to the subject, Dr. Fred Del Mundo, okay, but it is found in the predicate part, so it is called the predicate nominative. Okay, now, notice that this second sentence, okay, has all three. It has the noun uses subject, the noun uses appositive and the noun uses predicate nominative. So this is the noun uses subject, okay? There is an appositive set off by comma, okay? But it is found immediately after the subject in the subject part of the sentence. Okay, that is why it is called appositive and appositive to the subject, because it is in the subject part. It immediately follows the subject and it renames the subject in the subject part of the sentence. Whereas the predicate nominative, okay, in this sentence, pediatrician renames the subject Dr. Fedel Mundo, but this noun pediatrician is found in the predicate part of the sentence. That is why it is called a predicate nominative. Okay, notice also that the predicate nominative, okay, is followed by the linking verb. Okay, is a linking verb. Okay, it is not always followed by the linking verb is, but it could be followed by any linking verb aside from is. All right, so these are some of the uses of nouns in the nominative case. All right, and nominative case refers to the subject. There are still a lot more uses of nouns in the nominative case. However, we just focused on the use of noun as subject, appositive, and predicate nominative. I hope you learned something, and until the next lesson, bye!